Jason, why do you keep chickens in the brooder? Well, that's a pretty simple answer, but kind of complex at the same time. So, chickens cannot self-regulate their own body temperature until they start feathering out. Okay? So, I start my chicken production in March. So, we know March, it's a potluck weather. You know, it's really cold or really hot or in between somewhere. But average, it's high 40s in the afternoon, and at night it can fall into the low 30s or upper 20s, okay? And I keep my brooder at 90 degrees the first week. Now, I keep my chicks in the brooder for 3 weeks in the month of March because of the weather, okay? So, and there's a couple of reasons I do that. So, if I want to take them out and it's not really wet, it's pretty dry, I start the brooder out at 90 degrees for the first week. That's 7 days. And then I have 14 more days in the brooder. So then if it's low of 30 and I start out at 90 degrees, that's a 60 degree temperature difference. That means for the next 14 days, I am going to knock the brooder down 4.5 degrees every single day until I reach 30 degrees or whatever the outside temperature is. Usually like 3 or 4 days before they actually go to the pasture, the brooder heaters are off completely and they're just inside the brooder. Now their body heat generates a little bit more heat than what outside is, but they cuddle up when they go outside. Okay? And then another couple reasons why I sometimes hold them or let them out earlier if the weather forecast looks great. Let's say we're going to be in the 60s that week and we're going to be low of 40 and we're already there ambient temperature wise in the brooder. I'm okay with letting them out then. And then let's say it's going to be really rainy for a week. Let's say they're right at that 2.5 to 3 week mark, but it's going to be rainy for the next 5 days. I might hold them in the brooder 1 or 2 more days before I put them in pasture. And then if I do put them in pasture, I put down a good hay bedding to keep them off the wet ground because that will suck the life out of them. They'll get hypothermia and then they'll pass away. And that's the one thing we do not want to happen on a chicken farm is chickens passing away. Because every time a chicken passes away, we have a loss of life. Loss of life is not cool because that's not why I'm doing this for. And then also, I lose money. Lots of it. Let's say I have 250 chickens and then I put them in pasture too early or if it's too wet or whatever, and I might lose 25 birds overnight. It's just that easy. And 25 birds, that's my entire labor and profit. Completely gone. I'm wiped out, broken even. Or might lose money. So anyway, helpful hints. See y'all. Bye.